It's finally time to find out who's going to win our Ring Doorbell 3 and Echo Show 5 bundle as a giveaway. Stay tuned to this week's segment of Market Watch to find out. Hi everybody, it's Joshua Barks here with Keller Williams Realty Boise and the Barks & Co. Real Estate team. Thank you so much for tuning in and staying up to date on my channel. I'm so excited this week because we are finally going to find out who our winner is going to be for our giveaway for the holidays, the Amazon Ring Doorbell 3 and Echo Show 5 as a bundle together. So only one lucky person is going to take those home today. So we're going to get into that drawing after we go over the numbers for the Boise area housing market. And if you're staying up to date on these videos, last week we talked about what is going on in the housing market for the month of November and how the presidential election affected it. And long story short, it didn't really affect it. Interest rates are still at an all-time low. In fact, they hit a new historical low just this week. They dipped below 2.7 for the first time in recorded history. They're now hovering at 2.67 for the 30-year fixed, according to Freddie Mac, which is absolutely incredible. Going into the holidays, we've kind of stagnated for interest rates over the last several weeks, pretty much since Thanksgiving. And that's really helping a lot of people on the refinance side and helping out with affordability while prices continue to rise. Now, when we go into the inventory, we did hit another historic low with 118 listings overall in all of Ada County. Now, last week we had 135, and the week before that we had 150. Will it dip below 100 for the holidays? Maybe. I don't anticipate us seeing a drastic increase, as I've been saying for a few weeks now. A drastic increase in inventory likely won't happen until after the new year. So when we go into the pendings overall, we had 527 that were pending last week and 122 that went under contract. This week, we have 503 overall with 115 that are under contract. So staying pretty consistent there overall. Now, when we look at what happened this time last year compared to, a weird year, we had actually fewer listings that hit the market this week. So we're up in listings by about 10. We only had like 80 hit in the last 7 days this time last year. And pendings, we are actually down a little bit in pendings, but up in the sales, which is interesting. Though with the number of pendings, if you're monitoring that week over week like we are, and you've been staying up to date on these, the interesting thing with pendings is we're actually not seeing demand slow down all that much right now. In fact, we do have some people that have left the market to focus on the holidays for a couple weeks and then they'll get right back on it. But for the vast majority of people, the lack of demand on paper is largely due to the fact because we don't have enough homes out there. We just have buyers that are looking and there's just not the right options for them. So they're getting frustrated and just kind of sitting by the sidelines and waiting until spring. Now that is a common story that I've been hearing over and over and over and over this year. Oh, I'm just gonna wait till after election. Oh, I'm just gonna wait till after the holidays. And that is a perfectly fair assessment. Now, interest rates have continued to come down, but prices have gone up. So if you are in the market to buy and you're sitting by the sidelines, not because there aren't options out there for you, but just because you don't think it's the right time for you, I want you to really think about what you can afford and what is your reason for moving, because it might still be a really good time to get into the marketplace, because as long as you have an agent that knows how to negotiate, knows how to navigate multiple offers, and most importantly, win in multiple offer situations, you will be able to get into a house before prices continue to appreciate. Now, with these numbers and what we've seen so far this year with a 15.6% increase in the average sales price in Ada County, we're likely going to see another 5% increase by the end of spring. So if you are out there making offers and you're not getting anything accepted, each month that you go by, you're actually able to afford less and less of a home because prices are appreciating. Now, on the flip side of that, it's literally never been a better time to sell as a seller in our market here locally. We have unprecedented low amounts of competition for a seller out there if you're looking to sell. And with that, with low interest rates and high buyer demand, if you're priced right, marketed really well, and you have an agent that's not just going to put your house in MLS and stick a sign in the yard and forget about it, and then take the first offer you get, heaven forbid, you can end up with top dollar. So that's why it's really important to have a top negotiator working for you to make sure that you get the best value out of the sale of your home, if it's the right time for you to sell. Now, timing kind of comes down to the same thing on the buyer side as it does seller side. I have people saying, oh, I'm ready to sell, but I'm gonna wait till after the election. I'm gonna wait till after the holidays. And that's all well and good. It just depends on your specific situation. And on the seller side, unless you have a good enough reason to move, right now may or may not be the right time to list your home on the market. So if you're thinking about that, just contact me. I'm always happy to help answer your questions and give you kind of an idea on what's going on in the market, how that affects you, your specific situation individually, and then just kind of give you ideas on how you can move forward with that. And then one question that I got a lot last week that I wanted to cover in this week's video is regarding mortgage insurance, like I talked about. Now, if you bought a home in the last 5 years, you more than likely have equity. And if you put less than 20% down and you have a loan on your property, you put less than 20% down and you have a loan, you are paying mortgage insurance. And if you're paying mortgage insurance, that doesn't protect you. It really just protects the bank's interest in your loan. And they're not going to just automatically drop that from your deal because they're getting extra money each month from you. So if you think that you might have paid down enough and or the market has potentially appreciated enough to where you can drop that mortgage insurance where you have 20%, at least 20% equity, give me a call. I'm happy to look at what the comps are doing and give you an idea on if it'd be a good time for you to sell right now, or if you're not selling, maybe you want to talk to your bank about potentially dropping that mortgage insurance. Could save you a couple $100 a month. So that's something really important to think about. When we go into the number of sales, we are actually outpacing last year's number of sales, not significantly, only by 50 or 100 or so, which is still really incredible, especially because our inventory challenges this year. Now, one cool thing with interest rates is they hit another all-time historic low, and we're at 2.67 according to Freddie Mac for the 30-year fixed, which is the first time below 2.7 in recorded history. And as you may recall, we've been kind of stagnating since Thanksgiving, where the interest rates have kind of hovered about the same each week, week over week. Now, with these numbers, I anticipate we're going to have a really strong spring market. If you're thinking about buying, make sure that you have your ducks in a row. If you're thinking about selling, also make sure you have your ducks in a row and the house doesn't get sold out from under you, because that would be the worst case. You put your house on the market, it sells, and then you have nowhere to go. So make sure you're talking to your real estate professional. We'd love to help figure out what your solutions could be to that. Okay, so now for the most important part, the giveaway drawing. So let's dive right into that. I have all the names here in my lovely Christmas colored pot. So we're just going to, draw someone and see who's going to be the lucky winner of our Ring doorbell. Okay, this person is Marianne. Congratulations to Marianne. I will be in touch. And if you don't get back to me in those 24 hours, we will be drawing a new name to see who's going to be the next winner. Of course, out of the 100 people in here, it has to be somebody I know personally. That's just, but at least I'll get a picture. Yeah, congratulations on your Ring doorbell and Echo Show 5. So, that's ridiculous. Awesome. So if you enjoyed this video, if you have any questions, please let me know. My number's at the bottom of the screen, 208-914-1095. Oh, and one more thing, because the next couple of weeks are holidays, I will not be posting a video on Christmas or on New Year's, because those are my Fridays, my normal days for posting. And so I will still be sending out my weekly update. You just won't have the video portion. It'll just be the numbers. If you want to stay informed and keep up to date on those numbers, just sign up, email link, sign up for the emails. The link is going to be in the description of this video. Super easy. You just get our weekly update and our video as well. So everybody have a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year, and I will see you after the first. Here's to 2021.